So, I want to see how this works. Recording with two cameras. Seem to have different colors. But we'll see. See which one looks the best, I guess. So hope deferred makes the heart grow weary. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. Hope deferred breaks bones, or something like that. You ever wonder what would happen if we believed, expected God to show up as big and as powerfully and as reliably as we say he does? You ever notice that we say our belief is one thing, but then we live and act out another? Not saying that we're perfect or will ever be perfect, but that our faith, that our belief it's weak, not really existent, doesn't seem to be real if you compare what we say with what we do, what we preach and what we live. If we truly rely on God and believe he will show up in the way that we're hoping for, how in the world would that look like? Or how would that look like to the world? What would the world see about our God? What would they come to believe about our belief? If you read through the Bible, through the Gospels, Jesus was going from town to town and crowds are meeting him. And he wasn't marketing, he wasn't sending people ahead. The people that had experienced Jesus were running ahead and telling others. Why aren't we? We say God's loving. We say God brings joy, unconditional joy. That Jesus forgives us of all of our sin, of all of our shame, of all of our guilt. That Jesus provides unlimited grace. We say lots of great and noble things, but the people that see us live, would they say the same thing about our God? Would they say the same thing about our God by experiencing us? That we live with such fire, such love, such joy that it overflows and it ignites the world. What a great place that would be to live. And you're driving down the street and you pass a car and somebody smiles at you, that makes you smile. It makes me smile when somebody smiles at me, when somebody holds a door for me. Something simple. Just imagine if someone was just so happy. Because they've been set free from the darkness, from the bondage, from the shame and guilt, from all that weight they've been carrying. And that person realizes that they are truly loved by God, by Jesus Christ. And the ecstatic joy that comes with that. If that's built on, and that spark is fanned into a flame, and that one moment turns into a torch, turns into a beacon, turns into something that Jesus says you put up on the stand so that everybody can see. If we let people see our joy, if people who claim Jesus really had joy, people that claim Jesus really believed he's there to help them, they implemented his teachings and they impacted the world. They took up their cross daily and they went out and they washed each other's feet. If they were that good Samaritan and they were crossing social boundaries to help people, both of those people would be filled with joy. And we would be living in a whole different place. There's no division that love and service and genuine, joyful, just acceptance. There's no boundary that can't cross. There's no wall that can't break down. There's no barrier that love, that joy, that service can't get through. I think when we start serving each other, wow, we'll see such unity. We'll see such unity in our country, in our society, in our communities. All these boundaries and barriers won't stand a chance. We need to be vulnerable to serve others without expecting anything in return. We need to be vulnerable and available to live out, to show people by example the lessons that Jesus teaches us. Go love your neighbor. Treat them as you want to be treated. Consider others more than yourself. And above all things, be united. And Jesus prayed that we would be one. And whenever we're one, whenever we're joyful and we're happy together, and we are, as Christian people, as believers, that we are unified, that the world will see that, and the world will know that Jesus is real. But right now, there are a lot of people not believing Jesus is real. Not seeing any evidence by the people who claim to be his mascots, who claim to be his reflection. We have a lot of work to do. And the great thing, that work fills us with joy. God just designed us perfectly, where we are the most fulfilled, we are the most joyful, we are the most happy when we help somebody else. We don't do it much because we get wrapped up in our own thing. But when we're wrapped up in our own thing, like the world's way, we get wrapped up in going after our own goals. We get isolated and we get burned out and we get depressed, and we need to go on vacation to get away from all the day-to-day grind. But when you're doing something that fills you, that fulfills you, that is your purpose, that lines up with your Maker's design to fulfill you, you don't need to take a vacation, do you? We have a lot of work to do. Thank God we have a lot of work to do. We have a ton of opportunities. A ton of opportunities. And the world, the people around us will be so thankful when we start following Jesus' teachings, his commands, to love them, to love everybody around us. Let's start this. Just one act a day. I think we'll want to do more if our heart's really in it. When we serve others with a joyful heart and great expectation, giving them the benefit of the doubt that whatever situation they need help in, you would really want help too. I would really want help if I was struggling in a situation. I would really want help, but maybe we'd be too proud to ask for it. And even if somebody offered, we'd probably deny it. But when we let somebody help us, we are filled and they are filled. And it's the same way when we help other people. So get out and help somebody. I think you'll be really glad you did. Thank you.